This transition from Cupid to inside leg hang is a little more suited for your advanced beginner to intermediate polar. You definitely want to have some comfortability with your Cupid and your inside leg hang. You don't have to be solid with a no-handed Cupid because I find that's not necessarily indicative of your pole level. A lot of more intermediate and advanced polars still are not in love with Cupid. So this is kind of a fun transition that you can go through Cupid without ever having to completely go no hands. So it's going to start from a Cupid and you're going to thread through to an inside leg hang. This one works on static or on spin. We'll demo it on both so you can see it from both angles. Um, One thing I would say about this one is it definitely chafed a little bit on those inner thighs. As much as you may have seasoned them from a lot of leg hangs, you do too many of these and you're going to feel it. So anyways, that being said, let's go from our Cupid and thread it through. This one can be a scary transition initially if you don't push with the bottom arm and if your head is not dropped down. If you try and keep your head up, you're not going to feel secure in that knee. Okay, so as scary as it feels to drop your head, transition is not going to go through fluidly unless you do. So let's start with the Cupid. And from here, my outside hand is going to reach through, thumb towards my face, and grab top of my foot. Okay, I'm going to drop down, and if you feel more comfortable, you can keep the hand on the pole here, and I'm pulling this foot towards my face. Okay, once I've dropped down, this hand is going to push on the pole where my foot is so that I can unweight that foot, thread through, pushing the whole time until I get into my hip for my inside leg hang. Okay, so it's basically kind of like a flat line. Okay, so where the direction of the pole is on that foot is very important. That foot or that hand, opposite hand that's grabbing onto the foot that's in your Cupid, I'm reaching through between me and the pole. I'm grabbing thumb up on top of my foot. Don't grab your foot because then you'll tend to sickle it. Grab right on top at ankle height, okay? And I'm pulling it towards me. In doing that, it's locking this knee in so that I can swivel through. As I transition through, that bottom hand, slide it, and how far down it slides is going to depend on the length of your torso, the length of your arms. I have very long arms, and it also depends on where it ends up on your body and the shape you want, okay? But think of sliding it farther than you think you need to slide, okay? If it's too close, you're going to have a hard time getting through. One thing I would say, though, is do keep that bottom arm straight, okay? As soon as you start pushing, if it collapses, you're going to feel like you lose your hold a lot, okay? So let's look at it again from the other side. Let's see, this left side, other side. Okay, so into that Cupid, okay? I'm going to drop down, the outside hand is going to reach through and grab my top of my foot. I'm going to drop my head down. I'm going to put my hand by that foot. This foot is going to circle through, bringing me into my inside leg hang or flat line. Whew. So, cues to remember. Opposite hand, thumb towards your face, pull your foot towards your face, bottom hand, keep that elbow straight as you push. Should we look at it on spin one time, real quick? Let's do that. Cupid, ooh, foot, arm over my head, hand to the pole, push, and swivel. And either hang out in your flat line or sink to your inside leg hang. And that is a fun little transition from Cupid to inside leg hang. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. If you have any requests for future tutorials, love to hear those in the comments below as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button below, share it with your friends, and of course, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.